everyone, this is Angie at Stampin' with Amore. Welcome to my craft room. Today I'm going to be sharing some little cute treat boxes, or one of them is actually a baby favor, and then the other one I thought I'd do a version for Valentine's Day since that's our next holiday coming up. But I'm using the bear hugs, and you're going to probably see a lot of this because I love this stamp set. But I'm going to show it to you real quick here. And this is the bear hugs. And I'm actually going to do a little bit of a different version. I'm going to do one for a girl since this one is more for a boy. And I put the little bow on him. I thought it was so sweet. So this is what I'm sharing today, and there actually is two versions. I'm going to show you how to make this little box, and actually Stampin' Up! Carries these little boxes. So if you didn't want to make your own, which I love making my own, so I usually do, but I did buy these because I thought this would be a really quick and easy treat for one of my grandson's school birthdays or something, and I can get a bunch done at one time. And they come in a pack like this, and there's 25 in here, and they're not expensive at all, and I can't recall how much they were at this moment, but I'll put it on my blog. And so these go together really quick and easy. So that is what this one is made out of, but this is my version. So let's get started. And this time I'm going to use the pink pirouette, and I'm going to make this box in pink pirouette. This piece is 6 by 8.5, so you'll need a piece that's 6 by 8.5. And then this is our designer series paper. This is the subtles, and this is for the belly band, and it's 1.5 by 8.5. So you need a piece for the belly band, and it's two-sided. I designed as a series paper, and if you saw my basics, back to basics video, this is one of the papers that I shared is really great for beginners. So this one's from our subtles because it's the pink pirouette. Okay, so I'll grab the trimmer here. Let me open this up. I don't think I need to, but I'll do that. So on the 6-inch side, we're going to score it at 2 and 4, and then you're going to turn it, and we're going to score it at 1/2. And you know, I always like to score the half. I have more control if I score it on this 1/2-inch mark, and then I'll turn it around. So it's 1/2, 2.5, 4.5, and 6.5, and that's it. So I hope you can see on this color you have 3, 6, 9, 12 different squares here, and then your little 1/2-inch squares there. If you can see that, hope you can. And so what we're going to do is we're going to cut this now, and I'm going to show you an easier way to cut this so that we don't have to score extra marks here. So what you're going to do is this, always start on the 1/2-inch side and then cut all the way down. And I like these big scissors because it's easier to keep it straight. So you're going to cut all the way down to your second large score mark here. And then we're going to do the same on this side, cut all the way down. And then we're going to form our tabs, but instead of having to score them, you can just eyeball this because you're not going to see them. So I usually go about 1/2 inch, and I just cut up from that other score mark. So here's our score mark. So that's the tab for that. So we're going to do the same on this side. Just cut it up there, and then we're forming our other tab right here. Okay, so now we're going to cut up this to the first score mark. Cut all the way to the first score mark on both sides here. And then we're going to do the exact same thing on this side. We're going to cut about 1/2 inch in from that score mark. And then you have your other tab right here. And then we're going to cut again about 1/2 inch. So these are your glue tabs we're creating. And then we have it here. Okay, so now let's sharpen the score marks. And we'll be ready to put this all together. Now I want to round the corners of this, so I'm just taking my little corner rounder and I'm rounding the corners. It just looks a little bit more professional. You don't have to do that. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my fast fuse. Either use your tear and tape or your fast fuse. Use a heavy duty two-way glue because you don't want your box to fall apart. That's one of my main pet peeves is if you're going to take the time to create your own box, you don't want it to fall apart, especially if you're giving it as a gift. Okay, so now we're going to bring these up and meet right here, and we're going to do it all the way around. Make sure those are all on the inside. And make sure it's lined up good so your box is nice and square and it'll close really good. Okay, so that's it. So that's your box, and I usually try to, so this doesn't, make sure that's scored really good. So there you have your box. So let's get ready to decorate it. And for the belly band, what I usually do is I just kind of center that, and I just bring the paper up because it's so much easier than trying to measure, and just make sure your paper is square to the box. And if you have something in there, it's not going to fold in like that. And then I'll just put uh-oh, did I get that a little bit too, oh. Hang on here. Let me make sure I cut that at 8.5 because it looks a little short. Oh, no I didn't. So let me go ahead and cut another piece really quickly. Okay, so make sure your belly band is 8.5 or it will not go around. That was 8.25 and it was not. I wish I had some candy I could stick in here. It would make it easier. The other box I put candy in. So just center that on there and then just start bringing it up. And then I usually will just do my creases a little bit. See, that fits perfect. Okay, let me see. Usually I have some kind of candy hanging around here. So I'm just going to use my fingers and just sharpen these score marks a little bit so they're a little bit crisper. And then I'll put it back on here. Add a little bit of fast fuse to the end here. And this belly band's gonna come off, so it doesn't matter that you're covering your opening. It's driving me crazy. You know, when it falls in like that, it really bugs me. Okay, so there you have that. Okay, so I went ahead and I did stamp the bear, but I'm going to show you really quick how cute he is when he's stamped. I'm going to grab a piece of Whisper White, and I'm using Early Espresso to stamp him or her. This one's going to be a little girl. And so, look how cute he is. He's so adorable. So I stamped him, and then I did stamp another bow, but the bow is going to go on her hair and not on her chest like his is. So I'm going to do this a little different. I went ahead and punched a 2 3/8 from my scalloped circle punch, And then I had to use a framelit because I didn't have the 1 3/4 inch circle punch, so I just used one of my circle framelits for this. So we're going to use that, and then I need some dimensionals, and I'm going to actually pop her up on the, and I think let's see, I think I'm just gonna attach this and not pop that part up. And I'm just gonna pop her up, and then here's her little bow, and I'm just gonna use a little bit of, I don't know if I'm gonna use the fast fuse. Last time I used my snail. I'm gonna just use a little bit of snail on here. It's so little, it's kind of hard to get it on there. And you could put it in the center of her hair, or I think I'm gonna just put it on the side like that. And then for this sentiment, I cut out another one of the hearts, and this does have matching framelits. Here's the framelits. It has everything to cut out that coordinates with your stamp set. And I'm gonna pop this up with a dimensional, and she's gonna hold this where it says, "Hello there, baby bear." Let's see, put that down a little bit further so you can see her cute little face. And then I'm gonna pop this up, but not yet, because I want to add some white baker's twine. It just adds a little bit to it. I just like the look of the baker's twine wrapped around. And I'm just going to tie this off. And then we're ready to pop her up on there. Just like that. So there you have it. There's two different versions. I'll put all the supplies for each one of these up on my blog. I hope you enjoyed the projects. I love this little box, and I hope you enjoy it too. If you need any supplies for these, you can go to my blog. It's stampingwithamore.com and visit my shop there. And so that's it, everyone. Have a blessed day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.